Let's talk about the modern man's morning lifestyle. You wake up tired, you hit snooze like it's your second job. You check your phone for 2 minutes, and suddenly it's 45 minutes later, you're already behind, and your brain is buffering like weak Wi-Fi. You sprint through the day like you're chasing a bus that left last week. And the lie we keep telling ourselves is, I'm just not a morning person. No, brother, you're not cursed. You're just starting your day in a way that quietly hands control to chaos. Here's the shock. Most men don't have a discipline problem first. They have an input problem. We're doing the modern classic combo, waking up in a rush, scrolling other people's problems, skipping fuel, and calling it a busy season. Then we wonder why we feel mentally weak by 11 a.m. Today, we fix the system. I'm going to show you 7 morning routines that give you control of your day and your life. Explained simply, no monk lifestyle, no 4 a.m. suffering Olympics, no write in your gratitude journal while facing the sunrise on a mountain. And at the end, I'll give you a 14-day morning control reset you can follow without changing your entire personality. Quick disclaimer, I'm not your doctor. If you've got serious sleep issues, burnout, or a medical situation, handle that properly. But for most guys of us, this is the game. Let's start with the first win, the one that sounds basic until it changes everything. Number 1. The bed win, the SEAL standard. Most men start the day already losing. Messy bed, messy room, messy mind, and that messy energy follows you like a bad smell. Admiral William H. McRaven, a former Navy SEAL, became famous for one simple discipline: make your bed every morning, not because he cares about interior design, because it's the first controlled action of your day. When you make your bed, you've already completed your first task. That creates momentum, and momentum is what most men are missing, not motivation. McRaven's philosophy is that if you do the small things right, you build the foundation for controlling the big things. And here's the sneaky part. No matter how badly the day goes, you come back to a made bed. That's one small victory waiting for you when everything else was chaos. In SEAL training, beds were inspected with insane precision. Square corners, tight blankets, no excuses. The bed wasn't the point. Execution was the point. So here's how you win. Your 3-step bed protocol. Make it immediately. Not after the phone, not after the toilet, immediately. First command of the day. Make it properly, tight, straight. No lazy, throw the blanket like a surrender flag. Optional and effective. Say it out loud. First win secured. Start with a win. Move on with control. Now that you've got your first win, we kill the next thief that destroys modern mornings. Number 2. The phone trap, the chaos feed. If you touch your phone first thing in the morning, you don't start your day. The internet starts it for you. You wake up and instantly download weird news, other people's arguments, comparison group chat nonsense, and 19 things you can't fix before breakfast. Then you wonder why you feel stressed before you've even stood up. Morning attention is fragile. The first inputs set your mood, urgency, and focus for hours. So if your first input is chaos, you become a chaotic man. Here's the fix. The no phone operator rule. Simple. No phone for the first 30 minutes. Yes, you can survive. You're not an emergency hotline. If you must check it, do it standing up, not in bed. Bed should not become your scrolling office. Replace the phone with one chosen input: silence, prayer, music, a page of a book, or a simple stretch, a look in the mirror. Pause. Do this right now. If your phone is next to you in bed, move it. Put it on a table, face down. Congratulations, you just reclaimed your morning like an adult. If you touch the feed first, you become the feed. Now we wake the body up because some of you are trying to run a day with an engine that's still asleep. Number 3. The body ignition. Motion before emotion. Most guys think the problem is I'm not motivated. No, your nervous system is still in sleep mode. You're trying to think clearly with a body that hasn't received the signal. We're awake, we're active, we're in control. Movement flips that switch fast. Not a full workout, not a marathon, just enough to wake the engine. Because motion creates energy, energy creates focus, focus creates control. Here's the fix. The 3-minute ignition protocol. 10 deep breaths plus shoulder rolls. Inhale through the nose. Exhale like you mean it. Shoulders back. Stop living hunched. Posture first, energy follows. 20 push-ups, incline if needed, then 20 squats. 1 minute of effort, all-day result. Cold water splash or a quick shower finish, optional. You're not trying to suffer, you're trying to switch on. This takes 3 minutes. And yes, it works even when you feel lazy, because you're not asking your feelings for permission. Motion before emotion. Now, villain number 4, the one that gives you free energy and still gets ignored like a good woman. Number 4. The Sun Plus Water Switch. Free energy, no appy required. Some of us start our day like vampires. Dark room, curtains closed, minimal light. Then you wonder why your brain feels like it's running on 12% battery. And on top of that, you wake up dehydrated, then pour coffee on top like it's going to solve a system issue. The truth, however, is that morning light helps signal wakefulness and improves rhythm. Hydration improves energy and focus. So here's your fix. The 3-step sun and water switch. Get 10 minutes of outside light. Balcony, compound, walk to the gate, at least at the open window. Just get daylight on your face. Drink water first, at least half a liter. Your body has been offline for 7 hours. Coffee comes after water and light, not before. Coffee is not CPR. Light first, caffeine second. Now let's talk fuel, because some of you are skipping breakfast, then acting shocked when you snack like a raccoon at 3 p.m. Number 5. The fuel anchor. Stop starving, stop snacking. A lot of men don't eat breakfast. Then they wonder why, by late morning, focus is gone. Mood is unstable, cravings turn violent, and discipline disappears. You're not busy, you're underfueled. And underfueled men become impulsive men. The goal isn't a fancy breakfast with too much carbs. The goal is stable energy and control. So here's the fix. The No Chef Fuel Protocol. Pick early enough 1 protein. Eggs, yogurt, leftover meat, beans, peanut butter, nuts. Add 1 healthy fat. Eggs, nuts, seeds, almonds, avocado. Optional carb if needed. Oats, sweet potato, fruits, berries. Not a buffet, just fuel. If you truly can't eat mornings, fine. Water and protein at minimum. Use shakes. Yes, that works. Now we flip the real reason many men feel out of control. Looks simple, but changes your whole life. Number 6. The 1-page plan. Stop waking up to confusion. Most men don't have a schedule. They have an inbox. They wake up and immediately start reacting. Messages, tasks, emergencies, other people's priorities. That's not a plan. That's being managed by the world. Control starts when you decide what the day is actually for. Here's the fix. The 3-step 1-page plan. Write your top 3 outcomes for today, not 19. 3. Pick the one thing that makes today a win. If nothing else happens, this must happen. Block time the first 60 to 90 minutes for deep work. Before meetings, before messages, before the world grabs you. Because the day is easiest to control at the beginning. If you try it later, it turns into a marketplace. If it's not scheduled, it's imaginary. Now to the final routine, the one that stops you from leaving the house like a man who's being chased. Number 7. The exit ramp. Leave like an operator. You ever notice how one sloppy morning creates a sloppy day? Missing keys, outfit chaos, charger forgotten. You start the day already annoyed, and then you spread that annoyance everywhere. A calm exit is not soft. It's professional. It protects momentum. Here's the fix. The 2-minute exit ramp. Essentials check. Keys, wallet, charger. Put them in one place. Same place every day. Stop playing hide and seek with adulthood. Clothes set the night before. Your morning is not the time for a fashion emergency. Walk out with one sentence. I run the day doesn't run me. Win the door, win the day. Now let's turn all of this into a simple system, because information without execution is just entertainment. And you're not here to be entertained. You're here to upgrade. The 14-day morning control reset. Save this. Here's the plan. Do this for 14 days. No drama, no perfection, just consistency. Daily non-negotiables. Make your bed immediately. No phone for the first 30 minutes. 3 minutes movement. 10 minutes light and water first. Write top 3 outcomes and one thing. Protein anchor, exit ramp, win the door. Optional upgrades, prep clothes, and bag the night before coffee only after water. A 10-minute walk as your light exposure. You don't find control, you build it.